Okay, if you bought yourself this body cam CAMMPRO, I bought some accessories for it that you can pick up. Now, you can't pick up the accessories on Amazon. You got to get them off that Alibaba site. And it takes about, I don't know, about a week and a half to 2 weeks to come in. But on the back, take your clip out, which you just push that little thing down. And it's going to allow you to hook up the window unit. Now, I also bought the docking charging, which allows these to fit in a docking charging unit. So this way, I don't have to plug a USB in to charge it. When you unplug and unplug USBs, over time, you will probably end up breaking this USB connection. They don't last very long when you're unplugging and plugging thing in. I would suggest you get the docking port. And I would suggest you get this window unit if you want to turn this into a recording device on your vehicle. Now, this thing's pretty cool the way it's set up. Now, this is up, as you can see. Okay. That goes up against the window, and we push away. Perfect. This is really well done. This here allows me to adjust the camera at any angle I want to get it the way I want. When I want to take the suction off, simply pull down, and in this little tab up here, I grab, and it comes right off that easy. This is really cool. So now I'm going to take some video with the actual body cam and connect it to my window and take it for a drive around town and show you how it looks. Okay, now I've got it hooked to my window, as you can see, and you can put it any place you want. Heck, if you had two cameras, you could put one on the back window. And from here on, the footage you see from this body cam will be of, I could probably turn it a little bit over that way, will be of this actual body cam. So let's see how this looks. Okay, now I've got it hooked to my window, as you can see, and you can put it any place you want. Heck, if you had two cameras, you could put one on the back window. And from here on, the footage you see from this body cam will be of, I could probably turn it a little bit over that way, will be of this actual body cam. So let's see how this looks. Alright, I got the air on just a little bit. Hope it's not too sidetracking. But it is pretty hot. I'm actually in a church parking lot. So we're going to come around here and I'm going to give you a ride out the main street. Now I got this up pretty high in my window. So you'd have to play around with it and find the view you actually like. And the city hall's on my left. Oh no, that's the courthouse, sorry. I always mix them up. And this is a one-way that you come down. Got a couple little shops here. Got a liquor store on the right. I think I've been there twice because I don't drink. We have a grocery store here. Extremely expensive, double the cost of Walmart. It's just all there is to it. I don't know what's going on over here, why they're all coming out of that hotel there. That's strange. I bet you dressed in black ain't very cool. So now I'll go down Main Street, show you guys what's down here. What do I got down here? I've got some handcrafted place, some place that sells t-shirts, a hemp oil boutique, couple law offices. Somebody does custom creations on jewelry. Somebody makes handmade soap. Some guy that sells cars. Apparently he has quite a few good deals there. A lot of people in town talk about it. Restaurant on the right. I've never been there. Bank on the left. And I guess that's about it. And another church. Post office. Other than that, that's the town. That's all you're going to see. And there really is not much here at all. I'm not sure you'll see this. I'm going to turn down the road. Maybe I'll go in there. When they built these apartment buildings a few years back, oh, the city was upset. See, this city don't like to bring nothing in. And I'll explain some more of that later. But these apartment buildings, somehow they had to fight tooth and nail through the courts to build them. And this was some big corporation that came in and made these buildings. And the rent's expensive. I mean, the rent here it's from $800 to $1,200 a month, I believe. It's pretty expensive for a little tiny hick town. And these people don't know anybody in this town. They really don't. It's kind of like they live here, but they go to work and they come back to these apartments. I don't know any of these people that live here. Never met any of them. I mean, it's almost like they have their own little world going on here. It's just really weird. It's what it is. But they finally won. They bought this land up here and they were able to put this in. Anybody who wants to put anything in this town, they got to fight tooth and nail. It's really kind of ridiculous. Now we do have another main drag. Let me take you out there and I'll show you that. I'll go back down Main Street. Very hilly here. A lot of hills going up, well, little hills up and down. Notice no sidewalk on either side. You walk down that side, you can get killed. You'd be surprised how people don't. Now we have sidewalk. We don't have people that really obey the speed limit. And there just ain't enough police. I don't know, 3 or 4 cops around here. Now, being this Main Street is kind of, what, state highway, whatever you call it. Basically, it's a highway. State troopers are down here. So we do have state troopers going down here and going down another section. So the local cops get a little help from the state troopers, but the local cops don't like the state troopers, so they really don't ask them for anything. They really don't. City Hall is up there on your right. Oh my God, I'm doxing myself. Look at that, guys. Maybe I can blur it. And some more apartments on the right. Power company. Some guy runs a little garage station here on the left. All this sidewalk here on the left was put in new this year. I think they got a grant for it or something, because there were so many people walking down here, and I think somebody got hit. And they said, wow, we really need to fix that. So they did put a sidewalk in down here. We have a physical therapy place. I think there's 3 gas stations in town. We only have 1 stoplight. Oh, actually we have 2 stoplights. Is what we got. If you call this blinking red light a stoplight. We got a gas station. Gas here in town is $3.79. Most people don't get it here. They drive up to the state highway, which is, what was the last gas at?
$3.89.
At the highway?
Oh, $3.69.
At the highway, it's $3.69. At least is what it was. We got a dollar store and a Dollar Tree. Look at that. That actually just opened about 3 or 4 months ago. I swing around here for you guys to see this, we have a Subway. We got a Cash Express loan service, which are a bunch of crooks. You ever go to those places, you're stupid. I'm not kidding. They're nothing but loan sharks. It's ridiculous what you pay at those places. They should be illegal. Of course, we have a Mexican restaurant and an H&R Block when it's open for tax time, and a pharmacy place. And that's it. There's nothing further down. We have this, oh, there's a place that sells car parts if you fix cars. Down a ways. So let's go down this drag, and let's see what this camera picks up when I go down here now. So as you can see, this CAMMPRO with this suction cup really sits on the window nice. They really did a nice job on making this. So if you plan to use it in your vehicle and not just use it on your chest as a body cam, then I really suggest you go pick up these two items. The docking port, like I said, I'll have a link to it. You just drop it in and it starts charging. It's really awesome, these two accessories that they made for this camera. They should make them available on Amazon to buy so you can actually get them a little quicker. We've got an ice hut there if you want to buy some ice. I'm going to do a separate video on this place here, but I'll drive in real quick and show you. Okay. Down here is like a boat dock. I mean, literally it's like, I don't know, 2 or 3 blocks from me. And I really need to explain this in detail. I really do. But I'll do another video on this so you guys can see it. I don't know why. There's a sign there. It says posted trespassers. It's like they don't want nobody trespassing back here. They brought the jailbirds in from our jail, and this was just filled with garbage from flooding. And they basically cleaned it all up. It took them a good 2 weeks to do it, is what it did. I don't know why it has a sign up there that says no trespassing. I'm going to have to find out what's going on with that. They should have some picnic tables back there where people could go back there and do some picnicking if they want, because it's pretty nice. Really doesn't need much more work. So let's go back down the highway again. And this highway becomes like a speed trap. You really got to be careful here. You know, they'll jump it to, I think, 45 and then take it right down to 30 real quick. You can really get caught for speeding in here pretty good. Now you'd think you're actually driving out in the country. Again, no sidewalk. You walk down here, you're probably going to get hit. Especially at night. There are no lights down here at all. It is pitch black down here at night. Nothing whatsoever. Definitely not like a big city. I've got an old folks home on my right. I've got a Sonic on my right. Now Sonic went through hell. They really did. When they wanted to put their business in. We got a Hens and Hog barbecue place. Pork, don't like it, but how the other people do. I got another dollar store and a pizza joint. Pizza joint sucks. So there's our dollar store, like the other dollar store, and there's the pizza joint. And you got to understand, this pizza joint, you pay like $25 for a pizza. There's nothing on the pizza. It literally is like 10 pepperonis. It's changed hands like 3 times. It's garbage. Yet people still go because I think they have no choice. I think that's what it is. This actual Dollar General is cheaper than the other place. The other place I showed you was twice as expensive. Got a car wash. It actually works pretty good. I take my truck there and wash. I actually used that. I actually washed my truck there. Everybody that smokes or drinks or is an alcoholic will go to that place there, the beer hut, because apparently he has the cheapest beer in town. Got another gas station on the left. They also serve meals. They don't taste very good, but they do serve meals. I don't eat at any of these places. None of them. I've tried them. I don't like them. There's another place called B&H Dairy Bar. Again, little tiny restaurant. And we got a mechanic. And another gas station. This car wash on my left has been closed forever. Nobody's ever redone it. They haven't done anything. Now, what I'm about to show you, on my right you have Ace Hardware. I use that a lot. So you can get supplies and get what you need, okay? Now watch what happens here. This is really weird. So now we're going to leave the town, okay? We're literally going to leave the town. Now we jump to 55 miles an hour. Notice again, no sidewalks, no lights, no street lights. Walk down here, you'll get killed. And we've had people get killed walking down here. You will not find hitchhikers or that many people actually walking around in my town. Now the reason I'm taking you way out here, and you notice we're driving quite some time here. I mean, this is a good, I don't know, 3 to 5 minute drive is what I'm driving here. And this is coming out of town. Now to me, I think this is really stupid and it doesn't make any sense to me. But I guess there's a method to their madness. I don't know. I don't get it. Now, at one time, we used to have a hospital, and it's out here on the outskirts of town. The hospital closed because it wasn't making any money. We got a daycare on my left, big daycare, a few houses, and then we come up on the jail, which is on my left. And the police station's also back here on my left, somewhere. I've never been there. So, let me pull in here and show you. This is the hospital that closed. And it's really sad because now we have to go at least an hour and a half to get to a hospital. And it's not being taken care of. Everything's growing up and everything. This place has been vacant for about a year. Some doctor originally did buy it with some other doctor, but found out quickly it couldn't make any money, so they closed it. So, and there you have it. A dead hospital. And this is happening all over. I don't know what those dogs are. Maybe somebody homeless? That van is packed with garbage. That's strange. But, be a good place to park and be hidden away from the public, that's for sure, since the building's vacant. I've never seen a homeless person in my town. So, there's kind of the jail off in the distance, you can see it. They make a lot of money off that jail. Nashville gets overflowing, and so do other major cities. They will ship their prisoners here. They will pay us a rent, and we take the money, and it goes to our city. And we get a lot of free workers. They keep the flower beds looking good. They chop firewood for the old ladies in town. They help out the elderly. There's a lot of things our people do that are in jail. Our sheriff actually organizes all that. They also grow a huge garden for watermelons and other things like that. And they give it to the public. I actually have gone down and gotten a couple watermelons. Okay, Co-op. I buy my dog food from here mostly, but you can get tires changed, anything basically that Co-op gives you. A lot of farming stuff for, you know, people that own horses and miniature farms and people living off grid. They're here for you. It's not too bad of a small town. I mean, we do have a few things, right? And that's it. It comes to an end there, and then the highway just drives on for another half an hour. But, and there's the jail again. So to get back to my town, we got to go back down that road again. And kind of gives you a rundown of what's in my town. There's nothing here. I think we had 1,200 people, 1,500 people, I don't know, something like that. Everybody that does work, they normally work out of town, which is half an hour to an hour's drive. And there really isn't much here to work at. Now, if you work at the grocery store, I'm sure they're not paying more than $8 an hour or $9. There are people that work there. And again, we're doing 55 coming in, and all these side roads you see are, you know, there's houses everywhere up in the country. A lot of people living off grid here. It's not a big surprise at all. I would even say there's probably over 400 houses living off grid here. It would be amazing. Now every year they send a truck down here with a big chainsaw on it, with a big arm, and they cut all these trees off along the highway. That's pretty cool to see when you're seeing that. So what do you think? How does this camera look? This CAMMPRO look when it's mounted to your window and you're going down the road? You know, pretty impressive, isn't it? And you got to reduce speed. If you don't take this down to 30 right away, you'll definitely get a ticket. When you get into these one-horse towns, the cops are just dying to get you. A lot of deer hunting supplies at Ace Hardware. Deer season's coming soon. Everybody will be hunting. We have the high school on the left. Not sure how much of that you can see. And the elementary school is behind that. What did she got sign? I don't know what that sign says. What did she have a sign for? Money for something for the school, I guess. Now, as I make a left here at this second stoplight we have in town, you'll notice at first we don't have any sidewalks on the left or right again. Okay? And then we do. This next section, we ended up getting a grant for the town, and the town put it in. Like, we have fancy lights downtown, sidewalks downtown, all done by grants. It's like we have one person the city pays, and all they do is apply for grants. Every day they come in, they sit at their desk, and they just apply for grants, and that's their primary job. But they never hire anybody local. When they get a grant to do road work, sidewalks, or anything, you'd think they'd hire somebody local, but they don't. It's always somebody from Nashville or someplace. That's what it is. There's a house on my left, an old woman. She's got to be at least 80 years old. She cuts hair. She can't hear a word you're saying. We do have a sidewalk on the left now, bank on the right, and so now you think that's another bank. Banks must make a lot of money, huh? So here's a little hill, and we do have a sidewalk here. And we put this, I don't know if you guys can see it on camera now, but we put like this $5,000 or $8,000 bridge in because we got a big stream there. Another church on my right. Bunch of rental units of trailer houses on the right. Got a handful of those. The city passed a law where you're not allowed to put trailer houses anymore because they don't like how it looks in the town. So once those trailer houses are gone or deteriorated, they can't put another one. It has to be an actual house with a foundation. So they changed that in my city. is what they've done. So there's a quick look around, a good example of the CAMMPRO on my windshield with the CAMMPRO microphone, and for you to have a look to see how it would look if you pick up the suction cup and attach it to your windshield, so now you can record traffic in front of you. If you don't get the CAMMPRO, I don't care what you do, but make sure you've got a camera in your vehicle. People are liars, and believe it or not, it's just amazing what it will do for you. Now, at the same time, I've got this thing hooked to my window, right? Let me show you one more thing I can do with this thing, okay? I'm going to take it and I'm going to twist it all the way around. Look at that. So now I'm on camera. Now that comes in handy because if I get pulled over by the police, I simply push it over to the right, to like that, and now I'm recording the cop and me at the same time. Or I can record the people inside the vehicle. So that's pretty cool. I don't even know if I got you on camera now. So basically, this window unit I think is pretty awesome. And like I said, you can only get it off the one website. I'll have the link in the bottom. If you have the CAMMPRO, go pick it up there. It'll take a couple weeks to come in. I would also suggest you pick up the docking module that you plug it into, and you'll basically end up having a complete kit then. So here's a review of the CAMMPRO body cam with the window suction unit all the way around my town, so you can have a good look at it and different different purposes that you can use it for. And I'll catch you guys on the next one.